we have the main cashier in the organization. Okay, and then we have a petty cashier under him. Okay, now main cashier, what he does is he is allocating some money for the petty cashier to make the payment. Now this is the main cashier and this is the petty cashier. Okay, this is the main cashier and this is the petty cashier. So petty cashier has allocated some amount of money. Main cashier has allocated some amount of money for the petty cashier to make the payment. Okay, this amount is specific. Okay, this amount is specific amount. So main cashier is allocating a specific amount of cash to make petty cash payments for the petty cashier. Okay, so main cashier is allocating specific amount of cash for the petty cashier to make the payments for the petty cash. So this specific amount is known as the petty cash imprest. Petty cash imprest. Okay, petty cash imprest. Petty cash imprest. Now petty cashier, when he have this money, okay, okay, what he does is he is making petty cash payments out of this. Okay, he is making petty cash payments out of this. He is making petty cash payments for stationery, postage, small travel, likewise. When these payments are being made, what is happening is this petty cash imprest available with the petty cashier is coming down. It is coming down. It is coming down. It is coming down. So when it is coming down, petty cashier will have to ask for money. Okay, petty cashier will have to ask money from the main cashier. From the main cashier. Then what happens is main cashier will give this amount spent. Okay, this amount spent. Okay, this amount spent that will be reimbursed by the main cashier to the petty cashier. Okay, that amount will be reimbursed from the main cashier to the petty cashier. So we call it, okay, we call it reimbursement of petty cash. Reimbursement of petty cash. Okay, so we are going to try out a little example to explain, to understand this better. Okay, we are going to try out a little example to understand this better. The petty cash imprest of the business of Lihini was 2000. Okay, petty cash imprest, petty cash imprest of the Lihini is rupees 200,000. Okay, following payments were made out during the following payments were made out of this imprest received. Okay, following payments were made out of this imprest received. So how much payments are being made? Okay, so we have the payments made. Payments made. Payments made include stationery expenses. Stationery expenses 250. Then cleaning expense which is 600. Then entertaining expense is there. entertaining expense of 400, and traveling expense of 350. Okay, so total payments made, okay, total petty cash expenses is 1600. Okay, 1600. So according to this, total petty cash expenses, okay, total petty cash expenses are how much? That is 1600. Okay, so when the petty cashier requests again for the cash from the main cashier will give petty cashier only 1600, which is the amount spent. Now here, can you remember? We draw this diagram. Okay, we draw this diagram where we have the main cashier. Okay, he is giving some specific amount of cash to the petty cashier. Okay, he is giving some specific amount of cash to the petty cashier. So he is making payments out of that. See, he is making payments out of that. And with that, what is happening is this amount is coming down. This petty cash amount that which is being given is coming down. Okay, as that amount has come down, what petty cashier does is he is going to main cashier again and asking for money. He is going to petty cashier again and asking for money. And when that is happen, what happens is, so when so when the so when the petty cashier asks money from the main cashier, okay, when the petty cashier asks money from the main cashier for these expenses made, what is happening is main cashier will be giving money to the petty cashier. And this amount, okay, this given amount will be restricted to the expenses made for the particular year, particular period. Okay, that will be equal to the expenses made for the particular period. Okay, so when he is giving money, he is giving only the amount that is being spent. Okay, and he can spend only up to the petty cash imprest. Okay, he can spend only up to the petty cash imprest, and main cashier will give only the amount that is been spent during the period. Okay, now this should be actually this. Okay, okay, so only that amount will be given. See, it is only 1600. Okay, so when the petty cashier requests again for the cash from the main cashier will give petty cashier only 1600, which is the amount spent. Okay, this is the reimbursement of the petty cash imprest. Okay, this is the reimbursement of petty cash imprest. We call it the reimbursement of petty cash imprest. So then petty cash balance in the hand is 4000. Okay, we had 2000 in hand, we had 2000, so 1600 was spent. So now petty cashier has 4400 in his hand. Okay, and petty cash expenses reimbursed is how much? This 1600. Okay, then the petty cash imprest is how much? 2000. That is 4000, sorry, 400 plus 1600. The petty cashier should submit a payment voucher that includes all petty cash vouchers to the data relevant to the petty cash payments to the main cashier for the reimbursement. Now, when this petty cashier is asking for money, okay, when this petty cashier is asking for money, he will have to give what? He will have to give vouchers. Okay, he will have to give he will have to give petty cashier should give respective vouchers of expenses made with the now it is being now it is being given as a single, I mean, now he has made several payments, but he will be giving one main voucher, and that sub payment should be attached to it. Petty cashier should submit a payment voucher that includes all petty cash voucher to the date relevant to the petty cash payments to the main cashier for the reimbursement. Okay, so that's it. That's it. So we have the main cashier, we have the petty cashier. So main cashier is allocating a specific amount of cash for the petty cashier to make the payments. Okay. So during that period, petty cashier is making those payments for different things. So as that amount is being exhausted or paid, he will have to ask money back from the main cashier. So main cashier will give uh, some amount or a specific amount of cash which is equivalent to the amount spent amount spent during that period. So that is called reimbursement of petty cash. Okay. So those are the few important things that we learn under the petty cash book. Okay. So I hope you understand what has been explained. So you can take a couple of minutes and start writing the note.